Welcome guys! So that's the second part of my YouTube journey and our rebuild. First about the bike. It has an Erlin suspension. It's on the front, it has nothing special what you can see on the outside. It has only here or some briefers mounted, but this is not really something special in real. Exhaust and everything this we will do when we will assemble it again. This white version is not really normal. It's painted white, normally it's black. I'm not sure if I will keep that or I will change that. Also that one, this is all normally gray, this is white. What I have thought is I will keep that white one, just here in the middle the tank badge white, and here the front nose also white, just to keep an honor like to the old owner, because he put that in white and it was the whole bike was white, and so yeah, and it will be also a little bit a different color in my garage, because Enduro is normally gray and the side panels here will be gray, but only the middle one here will be white and the front nose will be also white. This is what I want to do. The wheels what you see here are not that one that were mounted. I have sold them just to keep some budget in, and I exchanged them in real, so I have sold them and bought other wheels in exchange, because there were the mounted one was in the back one a HPN wheel. What you can see here is also an HPN wheel, but the wheel what was mounted was already painted, and yeah, it was not looking good. So this one I had already. It's a success wheel from HPN, quite really special, because in Europe you need to have everything written down on paper in the papers of the motorbike, and that you can drive an 18-inch wheel on the back, because normally it's 17-inch wheel, and these HPN wheels are the only ones that you can really register and drive legal, also in Austria. So we will see how I will do this. But yeah, the second, the rear wheel set what I bought is also from HPN, but the rim is painted blue. I liked it because they were not really expensive, because there are really nice tires on them. The Dunlop 908RR, and yeah, you can see them a little bit here on the front. So this is already the new rim what I bought with the blue one, blue painted, and yeah. The head covers are black, and I will keep them because they are not in the nicest shape, and I want to use it off-road, so I will just stick to them, because yeah, it's something that we scratch anyways. The side stand is white. I will keep him white, but what you can see, it's already a little bit loose, because the bushings are not the best ones. The holder is already a steel one, so this means I don't need to exchange it, because it was already done by BMW. So this was a old problem at HP2 bikes, where they mounted here an aluminum bracket just to save weight, and they were just like gum, because they were banning almost on every bike. Only my Mega Moto has it still in aluminum, but I have in my backup still a steel one, just in case I will exchange it. Also in the HP2 group on Facebook, we have done some group order to make steel bushings inside, because the normal ones are not the best ones. So in real, what you see here is mainly the whole bike, because only the exhaust is missing, the seat, and here the side covers, and here the front nose. The weight of this bike is fully loaded, 192 kilogram. It depending also which tires you are using on this bike. So yeah, this tank I had already from a different project, from a different HP2 that was parted out, and I had got mainly all parts that I need to rebuild, or I have them, let's say so, because I'm an HP2 guy, so a little bit crazy about this, and I have more than enough stuff on my shelf. So yeah, the tire that is mounted on the back is a Stone Master. Never rode it, and I will try it. I have also, you can see here on the back also from my other HP2 stronger wheel set, because the original wheels are really nice wheels because they are tubeless, but they are also not that strong, so they easy bend what I have here than seen on my GS, and I keep them just only for around driving. And yeah, also optional, you had at BMW at this time a 17-inch wheel set. At some bikes you get it for free, some other bikes you needed to pay, but yeah, I have it also, but never use it, never, because I have a Mega Moto, so why I should use it on the Enduro. So yeah, you see here maybe a little bit that we have a Mega Moto cooler mounted, and I will show it to you a little bit. So yeah, you have here a Mega Moto mounted cooler. I have already took off the cover because I wanted to see if there is everything okay, but you can see it's already leaking. The front suspension is, I can say, really dry, it's okay, but we will change it anyway, because you see it's a little bit, also this is a typical HP2 thing, that this black coating is going off and it's getting silver over the time, but this is nothing big because we will exchange the front forks anyway. So yeah, these are the wheels that I bought from a guy on he's also on YouTube, and he has also an HP2, but he got woody wheels, tubeless, because he wanted to drive tubeless, and these are not tubeless tires, they are just tubed. So yeah, this is the speeder, it's working, and I just put it here like a little bit in, because just that they are, just that it is mounted. So just to ride it, I put everything together quite fast, just to know quite fast if I can use it or not, or just sell it in parts, the HP2. You see here maybe quite special, the steering damper. The steering damper was not originally mounted. This is a aftermarket piece. The only thing that is a little bit stupid made, let's say so, is the lower bracket. The lower bracket is welded. You see that? Yeah, it's welded. There was a mounting normally that you can mount here on the head, but yeah, this guy thought it's nice to weld it, so yeah, this is not the best idea he had, but we will see if we will keep it or not. I thought it's a nice thing. So yeah, on the rear, what I have seen, this is still the original part, because there's also a steel one, and the original was not longer available, but it's cracking normally here on this way. So this one looks okay for the moment. This one here looks a little bit cracked, but we will see. maybe we'll exchange it for the steel bracket one. And yeah, so I think that's all what I can show you. And about the bike now is what I can show you is here the address of Volker. The shaft is in quite good condition. The only thing is what I have experienced, and I have seen it a little bit late, is I hope you will see it here in this place. The swing arm normally crack. This means here you have then a small crack because BMW was building the swing arm and the frame in a factory in Berlin. And I think, and what I have heard with a friend that is a specialist in analytics of metals, he said that they had a problem with heat, because when you want to weld aluminium, then you need to put a precondition on. This means you need to heat it up. This was maybe not done, or maybe it was done. So they heated up the aluminium, welded it, but the cool down was not slow enough. So it was too fast. And this is why these cracks are happening, because this point is not under stress at all. Because the wheel, as you see, is a swing arm with a one arm, and when you have tension, it's normally this way. So there is no reason, because the point where it hook is on the lower point. So it must be the weld, and the weld inside on many HP2 swing arms, because I have many of them seen, and I own it. I think 3 at a time as a spare, and I can say they are all welded like crap. Really, it's not the best thing. It's outside, it's a really nice weld, but it's not deep enough. So yeah, this was something where they could do a better job, but yeah, I think there was not enough money for that, because this is a real prototype of a bike that comes to the street, because there were some crazy guys in BMW that could make it. I was by my own at BMW in Munich, so I know a little bit some guys of them. I have met the HP2 guys, and it was for me a big pleasure, because I was for work there, and yeah, it was really, I can say, really a crazy moment. And they can talk. We were talking like, I think 3 days only about HP2s and this and this and this, yeah, what you can do and what you shouldn't do, and yeah. So yeah, I would say we can start with a disassembly. I will start with the fork, with the wheel, fork, swing arm, and just to put it out, and the shaft, and then we will see where we will be. Okay? Thank you guys, and yeah. So now the swing arm and the final drive is out. I didn't put out the cable here from the final drive, because otherwise the oil will come out, and we don't want that. From the engine and from the gearbox I already put the oil out. Yeah, but I didn't film it because at that point I didn't thought about it. So you can see it on my Instagram, because I film it with my phone. So here you will see that the bearing is really time to change it, because even the seal is missing, or it's already pressed in, because it's so dirty. It was so dirty inside. Why I didn't disconnect the final drive from the swing arm is because you need to heat up this screw, because here is normally high temperature Loctite on it, and yeah, it needs some temperature. And I was trying it without the heat, but it was not working, so I said okay, I will do it at home, because in my garage at the moment I don't have electricity power, and this is why also maybe the light is not the best one. Let's say it in the comments, please, what you think about my setup, what I can improve for you, and yeah, what I can do. The final drive is a normal drive that was also mounted from the ratio, the same one as on the GS. So it has 2.78, if I'm right. Yeah, 2.82. So you see it normally when you want to buy a final drive, you see it here on this shaft, which ratio it should be. It's stamped in, and also on the bottom of it, you see it here. What number it should have. It's 31 square 11, and when you divide it, then you get the ratio. Some people are mounting 2.91 ratio or 3.0 ratio, but 3.0 is really hard to find. It was only from HPN. But about the ratio stuff and final drive assembly, rebuild of a final drive, change gears in a final drive, I will do also a video about that, because we will change here to the ratio. I'm not sure now, 3.0 or 2.91, because yeah, we will see. If you see also, if you want to know how you can see if the Enduro was used properly or not, the swing arm normally is like that when you drive off-road, because the stones and everything is shooted from the front and from the back wheel, and sometimes you maybe hit something here. So yeah, it's a normal use, and it's nothing bad. It's not bad. So even when you drive with your Mega Moto in some on a road where there are many stones, then it will also hit the swing arm. So yeah, let's have a look on the other side. Looks not so bad, but yeah, it's rusty because it's not good enough. Here inside you see some dirt also, so yeah, I think you can see it. So yeah, it will take a little bit time to clean it. The boots were already missing because I put them out, because I wanted to see the shaft and everything. And yeah, the shaft we will put out now, so that we can have an inspection. But this shaft, I can say, is in much better condition than I know on some other HP2s, but because this shaft has the U-joints that are not rebuild able, or to grease them, so mainly it's done by BMW by place a new shaft. But I have already mounted a shaft where I changed the U-joints on my other Enduro. It's perfectly well. You can grease them, so I grease them every year, and I will do the same here also, even that the U-joints are great, but I will do it just in case, because if this get destroyed, it can be so that the shaft start to hit in the swing arm, and if the swing arm get destroyed, then, my friends, we have a bigger problem, because the swing arm is no longer available at BMW. And this is something I can say you, to drive a HP2 is mainly a problem sometimes when you need parts. It's good to have them, it's better to not use them, but sometimes you need them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first or the second part and the first disassembly part. It's quite easy, as you see, to put out the swing arm. Just only here the holding bolts. For that one side you need a special tool, but you can also do it without. Then just unmount this screw and then pull it out. So yeah, in real, 4 screws later it's out. So goodbye.